Okay. Hello, everyone. Another day of self quarantine. I hope you guys are all holding up, doing okay. And so I want to make more videos about how to work from home and things that they might not have told you about working from home. Because that I can understand that's a big shift. That's a pretty big deal. But here's one thing that no one warned me about, and I wish they had. But of course, it's not like we had all these blogs. But working from home wasn't really a thing when I started like 15 years ago. Um, but there's a kitty on my chair. Definitely makes some quicker than yesterday because we have to go out and resupply. uh, is diet and exercise. That is something no one told me about, and I quickly gained weight um, as a result because I don't have to walk anywhere. Really, I have to walk. My commute is a matter of feet. Suddenly you have no commute. Suddenly you have no even walking through the halls. You don't have to go to even if you have a like I don't really know anything about traditional office jobs, but I have heard, you're walking from your desk to like another room to get stuff for the printer, or there's walking even if you have a desk job in office. There's still some walking involved. Um, I mean, you might not get your full 10,000 recommended steps in a day, but there's walking involved. More walking than you normally would, and then you have to, when you leave, you walk to your car, and then maybe you're used to going to the gym even, and now a lot of the gyms are closed, which, that makes sense. Um, so yeah, a lot of them are closed. So if you're at home wondering, what do I do? Because now, in terms of eating, your kitchen is right there, full of all your favorite food. It's not like, oh, so and so was gonna bring something in today, and you're like, oh, yeah, I think I'm okay. Or if you're used to even working through lunch, I know, workaholic, you're used to like not eating lunch, or you're used to eating a very specific lunch from a restaurant or something, and now you can't. So let's what do you do? Well, recommendation to help make your day feel as normal as it is, if possible. If you had a favorite local restaurant or something, um, allow a lot of places are now doing takeout. They've just were like, we're just gonna close our dining room and do takeout now in order to stay afloat. Support them. So if you're used to typically getting lunch at a place, it might not be feasible then for you to always go out and do a pickup, or for them to deliver to you every day. Maybe once a week at least. Once a week, go and get your favorite lunch from your place. Like, hey, I remember you guys. Or if you typically go to a chain, but there's a local restaurant, get your steps in, walk to the restaurant, pick up the food, walk back. Um, so, but yeah, diet is rough because your favorite foods are right here, along with all your favorite snacks, and no one cares if you eat at your desk. A lot of people look at you weird if you eat like egg salad or tuna or something at your desk, because that's, or like you want to have popcorn. Those things are very smelly and can like either make people hungry or make people just like be like, ew, gross. Um, all that sort of thing. You don't have to worry about it, which is awesome. On one end, the other end, oh, such a pitfall. Because you can eat at your desk. And it's kind of like they say, don't eat chips out of the bag, because before you know it, you finish the whole bag. Yeah, that is a pitfall. I have a little rule that I don't eat at my desk. I implemented that rule and it helped immediately. I don't eat at my desk. I just don't. And I know if you have a kryptonite snack, like, you're gonna eat it. If it's there, you're eating all of it. Just, if I know some people have kryptonite foods. Mine is chips. We like never buy chips. They just don't exist in the house. We just don't buy them. We have some now, but we'll buy them if we're going to go on a trip. Like if we were going to go to Gulf Wars, we'll get a big bag to eat in the car, share on the road. Like that's like a little sort of like, oh yeah, we're gonna have chips on the road. Now there's a bag of chips in the house. I tell myself, we didn't go to Gulf Wars. We only have a small bowl. one a day at max. Like, you're gonna have to do that to yourself if you're not used to doing it. Or again, being at work, so it prevents you from doing. I mean, your kitchen's not there. You have to deal with it, and you can't just stop. Like if you're hungry, or even you're feeling kind of bored, you might get snacky if you're bored. You might find out you're a boredom snacker. Again, you're gonna learn a lot about yourself if you've never worked from home in the next few weeks. You're gonna learn a lot. And someone's going to be good, someone's going to be bad, but that's okay. Like, I know I'm a boredom snacker, but I made the rule: don't eat at your desk. I very rarely eat on the couch. If we have unless it's dinner and it's like pizza or taquitos. We usually have like some oven pizza or some taquitos once a week, where we'll sit on the couch, as a family, and that's dinner, and we'll watch a couple episodes of a cartoon or something together. We'll watch a couple episodes of something fun together. That's dinner. Normally, we eat at the table. So you might have to implement, okay, no more snacking on the couch. Don't eat at my desk. Eat at the table. Now, I do typically eat breakfast at my desk, but breakfast is literally a bowl of oatmeal, about that big. So, yeah, it's a single pack of oatmeal. That's my typical breakfast. And I eat it after, tip 2, getting your exercise. After I have exercise, typically, unless it's raining and miserable, like it has been lately, because you don't want to force yourself too bad. You don't want to look forward to the dread. You want to look forward. You want to look forward to this. You don't want to be like, oh. If you're not used to exercising and now you're at home, like if you're not a gym goer like me, I don't go to the gym, you're going to have to try and at least keep your steps up. So what I do, it's almost like one, it's easy, it's nice, but 2, it's sort of a bit of a, workouts don't have to be super intense to count as workouts. They don't. What I do, I just bought new pants. They came in the mail because they didn't have my color at the store. I just bought new pants that fit, because for the first time in over since 2014, when I first got my first Fitbit and started tracking my weight, I am now under 200 pounds. I think the heaviest was like 231. So I have lost some weight, and I just got new pants that fit. Real nice. They're good. I love them. But I lost 20 of those pounds in the past 2 months. So, and all I really did was not eat so many carbs for lunch. Like, I literally added more vegetables. Easy. And started doing daily exercise, which almost does feel like it counts, because I'll get up, get dressed, shower, get dressed, that good stuff. But before I have breakfast, I put on my shoes, and then just some little slip-on loafers, and put on my coat if I need it, and I take a walk. It's not a long walk. No, I walk down the street that way to the corner. I turn around. I walk back past the house. There's a certain telephone pole. I'm like, I just feel like turning around here. Yeah. Literally takes less than 10 minutes. And it's nice, but if it's miserable, I don't do it. Like, workouts don't have to be intense to count as a workout. Any extra physical activity you can get now is good, especially with everyone's like, oh no, don't go anywhere, everything's closed, you can't do anything. Except the weather is making my sinuses just 40-degree temperature swings, seriously, and it's just messing me up so bad. Ugh, hate it. But other tip, try not to drink your calories. This is tea. I don't put any cream or milk or sugar or anything in it, just straight up tea. But get your caffeine in, and it's tasty. It's good stuff. And hydrate. For the love of God, hydrate. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. You're going to need it. And that'll help your body fend anything off if you do catch anything. It's always good for you to hydrate. So hydrate. So everyone says drink some water. Drink some tea. and go for walks. They don't have, again, they don't have to be big long walks. You don't got to power walk unless you want to. Like if you're used to going to the gym and getting your cardio and stuff, and now it's definitely time to hit up all those cool. I have friends who really love those free like online video exercise classes and stuff, and a lot of them are offering like free access for a month or something. So this would now be the time probably to check those things out. But if you don't want to do that, if you're like, but I like getting out, if you need to get out of the house because you're going a little stir crazy, take a walk. Go to the park. If there's a park nearby, run to it. And you're a gym person. Run to the park. Use the steps. If there's bleachers there for a sports field or whatever, or steps, you just use those as things you can use to do like chairlift sort of stuff. There's all sorts of ways, and there's a lot of I've seen a lot of people posting information online for like can't go to the gym, you can't fit or buy all that fancy gym equipment. Here's things you can do with just your body weight. Look those up. Go look those up. And also, even if you're not typically a gym person, but you're stuck at home and you're like, well, I've always said I didn't have time to the gym, and now that I can do my job faster because I don't have office distractions, maybe it's a good time to start. But it's not, you can't go to the gym though. So I would highly recommend looking up some of those cool video guides, or seeing maybe there's I know there's some apps here. You can find some apps and whatnot and get started with just all you need is floor space. So get yourself some floor space, maybe a yoga mat, or if you have your Wii Fit, just kind of gathering dust for your Wii, pull that out. And I know the kiddos discovered DDR, so I've shown her DDR, classic PS1 DDR. But the mat still works. If we still have the system, it all still works. Pulled that out, I'm like, let's do this. Because she was just getting a little bit antsy because it was really nasty and cold. She couldn't go outside. And being homeschooled, she doesn't really have a formal gym, so pulled out the DDR mat. That was good. So yeah, maybe now's the time to either dust off the old Wii accessories and let you move around and use those, or pull out the DDR mat if you have it, or order one. Get some of those fun fitness games, because it doesn't have to be grueling or intense or anything. That's why I like to keep my walks short, but they're frequent. I walk before breakfast, I walk after lunch, and I walk after dinner. And just those 3 short walks have more than doubled my regular step count every day. And now, instead of keeping a bunch of tea bags next to the tea kettle that's up here on the second floor of the house, because normally in the morning I would just grab a handful of tea packets and tea bags and leave them up here. Now, instead of doing that, what I've implemented a little rule for myself to get more steps in is to be like, okay, one at a time. So when I want my next cup of tea, I have to go downstairs to the kitchen, grab tea, and then come back up here. So that alone is adding more to my step count. Little things like that. So yeah, that's one of the big pitfalls. Diet and exercise, especially now that all the gyms are closed. And they never warn you about work from home, is you're going to gain weight. Because again, your kitchen's right there. You don't have to go very far. You could literally work in bed if you want. Don't do that. Don't do it. Unless that's literally the only place you can work. Try and avoid working in bed. Try sit at the table. And there are lots of little rules you can kind of tell yourself. It's like, I don't eat at my desk. I'll have my oatmeal at my desk in the morning, but I'm doing that while I'm studying. Like how I'm watching a video of jewelry making, or I'm watching a virtual tour of a museum. So to me, that's more like a little entertainment thing. Still study. Still counts as study. So yeah, maybe watching archaeology news, which is fun. So yeah, I let breakfast be my exception, but I don't have snacks at my desk. It is very rare I have snacks at my desk. Usually I only have snacks at my desk if I am like on a really big deadline with a thing and like, okay. And half the time I forget about the snacks. Like I'm like, oh, I had snacks. Huh, that's right. Yeah. So I hope this helped. Helped you avoid the common, diet and exercise, the extra weight. I don't know if this name, we all hear about the Freshman 15, so maybe this is a Freelancer 15, but that actually, wow, that works. Cool. So yeah, avoid that. By being careful, you have to implement some rules for yourself and just go outside and take a walk. Because being outside in the fresh air, especially now, will be really good for you. Well, maybe not right now here. I think it might be raining. Yeah, just get out there, take a walk or two. It doesn't have to be intense, doesn't have to be long. In fact, the reason I actually do exercise is because the barrier of entry, as it were, is very low. It's like slipping on my shoes, slipping them on, coat, door. It requires this much prep. So, especially if you can make the walks easy for you, definitely take walks. Just slip your shoes on, but you can just walk. And if you're like, what if people think I look weird when I turn at the corner and go? Who cares? Seriously, they're in there. They're not, partaking of the beautiful day if it is a beautiful day. So, don't feel weird about it. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing okay. Remember, hydrate. Drink some tea. Take some walks, and we'll get through it. Things will be fine. Talk to you later. Bye.